Hey guys, my name is Komotar and I don't know how else to say this. Right now we are in the middle of the desert and we're about to drive a few exciting cars in the BMW Performance Center. The official tire supplier is, see what it says there? Continental. And right now we're at the start of an awesome road trip. Yesterday we landed in LA and we did some sightseeing. Look at this.
Of mine, what do you feel beside? I don't know where we're gonna fly like you did sometimes. Seeing eyes.
It's nice, right? Today is the first day of the road trip, and as you see, we're gonna have lots of fun. I just can't wait to start. We all can't wait to start. It's gonna be awesome. Alright, this is gonna be the first exercise. We're gonna try to brake as hard as we can, but while doing that, also entering a corner. Why? Because usually when we're forced to brake really late, when there is an emergency, well, you tend to get in a panic mode and not stay concentrated on where your car is supposed to go.
That was good. That was perfect.
Alright, the next exercise, we're gonna hop into the M3s, and you know what a skid pad is? You're gonna find out in like a second. Alright, so this skid pad thing, I've tried it. It's really tricky. Because on one part, you're going slightly uphill, and it's okay.
Power, quick hands. Yes, that is it. Now you have complete control over the car.
You can start to drift, you can hold it, it's not a big problem. But then when you get to the bottom part, it gets so slippery you can hardly hold it.
Too much.
Ooh, got greedy.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, exactly.
So why is this exercise not only good but excellent? Because you'll learn how to control the car on the limit, and not only that, you learn how to react when something goes wrong. Because if you can correct the car here, you can be sure you're gonna correct the car out there in the real world. And of course, not to forget, we also get to test the actual limits of the tires themselves. There we go, you got it, you got it, you got it. Perfect. All right, time for the third exercise. I guess we're gonna try to drive fast, try not to crash, try to stay alive, try not to embarrass ourselves, because there's an 11-time Croatian rally champion among us, among the journalists, and everybody's just wondering how faster he's gonna be.
All right, any questions?
I just put the what you said. Yeah. All right, thank you.
Top.
25, 4, 2, 3.
Woo! Tommy Daly!
And after that, we got the official results in for the time attack, and I won that. I'm very happy about that. I'm really proud of myself. It was a really good day today. Let's head on to tomorrow. Alright, let's not waste any more time. We're still in LA. This is day 3 of our road trip, and today we're gonna pick up the pace. We're gonna visit West Coast Customs. You know who they are, right? You don't? Seriously? Are you kidding me? West Coast Customs. They, well, let me show you. Our tank of a car is ready. We personalize it. How do you like that? And of course we have the Texas license plate because, you know, nobody messes with Texas, right? All right, we're here. Let's go inside.
Shall we begin? Let's begin now. Let's begin now.
Now, if you're wondering why we visited West Coast Customs, well, obviously because of the cool cars, but I don't know if you knew, but Continental is the official tire supplier at West Coast Customs. So guys, every room that we get in is getting hotter and hotter. The cars are absolutely insane. Take this Ferrari, it has a Liberty Walk body kit. Behind it, there's a Porsche selling for $330 with, well, the body is classic, it's old school, is just the way it was when it came out of the factory. But inside, crazy stuff. Everything new on the inside, but kind of with a classic feel. I love the steering wheel. But you know what? All these customized cars, they look really cool, but I'm more interested in the process. And that's where we're going right now. Look at this. This is where the magic happens. It's loud, but it's beautiful. Look at this. If you could change anything, what you did, how you did it, would you do anything different?
Let's see. Honestly, no. Because like as much as I wish I started with a lot more money or, you know, did things differently, I think I probably wouldn't be in the position I'm in today. Just as it makes you work harder, you know, not having everything in the beginning and trying to like really value what you have today opposed to like what I had when I started. I think it really helps your mindset. So I wouldn't change anything really. They're okay. No, yeah, we love them. I mean, they've supported us for the last 13 years. 12. Yeah, 12, 13 years. So it's always a great relationship. You know, I definitely am looking forward to going to the plant soon because I really want to see how these tires are made.
All right, and that concludes our visit to West Coast Customs. Let's head on to Saleen. If you don't know what exactly they do, they modify cars. Pretty good at it. They work a lot with Ford. They also make their own cars. Now they have a new thing coming. That's that car over there. It's called the S1. And you know what the best thing is? We're about to have a tour of the whole facility by Steve Saleen. He's the main man. Let's do this.
We take a perfectly good car and then we tear it apart and start over again. We make 3 different levels of Mustangs and trucks. Good, better, best concept with our white label, yellow label, and our black label. All of them get different horsepower, different suspensions. Though is we buy nothing off the shelf. Everything has been engineered, designed, tooled, manufactured by us to work in harmony with the vehicles.
You know what? Let's get inside to get a better view of where the magic happens. This is one of the big halls where they put the cars together. This, for example, is an iconic Mustang. And you see the color? You know what it's called? Molly Pop. You know who Molly is? Steve's daughter. She apparently likes this pink, and so do a lot of the customers. Look, this is the car they're working on right now. It's called the S1. It's really low to the ground, compact. It's mid-engine. It has an aluminum chassis, carbon body. It looks badass from every angle. It's supposed to be very good to drive. And it's not supposed to weigh much. It's gonna go 0 to 60 miles an hour in 3.5 seconds. And Steve also promised it's coming to Europe. This is one of the S1s. Look what tires it's riding on. Continental Sport Contact 6. Alright guys, moving on. Right now, we're in Las Vegas because CES is happening here. And boy, is there a lot going on. The first thing that we're gonna see is, it's kind of a, I don't even know how to explain it. We're gonna visit a Continental stand that's not, well, not everybody can see it. First things first, there's too much to show everything, but I'm going to concentrate on 2 or 3 things that I really feel are important. For example, this digital curved cluster is showing us how the analog era is slowly but surely saying goodbye. No more buttons, everything is touch sensitive, and it looks really cool. And the cool thing about this cluster is that even when you touch it, when you use it, it gives you haptic response. Even though it's totally smooth, it gives you feedback, just like when you're touching the regular buttons. It's just awesome. That's the only word I can come up with. Moving on, one more thing that's actually going to save lives. You know what aquaplaning is? That's when a car drives over something you didn't expect, water. It starts wailing around, and sometimes even all the tech you have cannot save you. Look, in this case, new tech is coming. You see, the whole thing is that you have actually three phases. One that's really important, it's before everything happens. You have a bunch of sensors in the tires that detect that there's a lot of water under them. Then you have the cameras looking around, seeing how much splash the water generates and starts thinking, oh, this might be a problem. And then if everything goes wrong, you have the ESC system that is managed by this system, and it allows the car to brake in a controlled way, and in that way it stabilizes the car, making things safer. And then you have one more phase, and that's when the car sends all the data into the cloud, and all the other drivers can get the information. Oh, there's something going on 1 mile up, I have to be careful. Smart stuff. Then we have the automated driving part. For example, this is a system that helps you recognize people in front of the car. Looks really cool, by the way. Look at this. See that? This is how the car recognizes what's going on, what's somebody doing, which way somebody's going. It even shows you whether he sees somebody from the back or from the front. It looks good, right? And it also saves lives. That's the important part. And with that said, I haven't even started to talk about cybersecurity, about data management. Is it data or data? Or about this car that has automated doors. They even got an award for that. Look, it's an innovation award. And then they do lots of stuff with environment sensing. We do have time for one more thing. Let's get up to the rooftop. Long story short, do you know what valet parking is? That's when you give the keys to somebody and they park your car for you.
When you pull into a handover zone, you would download a map. The map would be provided by the parking garage. And as I mentioned before, the map is extremely basic. This is not a 3D LiDAR scan map with a bunch of details. The only details in the map is the positions of the parking spaces, so that we can generate a path to the parking garage to find the exit, and then which parking spaces are handicapped or reserved, so our automated parking car would know it can't park in those spots. It says your vehicle is ready, and I can start. There's the start button. I should mention Thomas is just there as a safety driver. So now the car is going to navigate into the parking garage. I want to emphasize this is not a trained motion. It's not remembering how to get into a parking space. It's actively searching for spaces. All these spots with cones, these are reserved or handicapped spots that the vehicle will ignore. So you can see they're showing up as red squares in the visualization on my phone. That shows that they're not available. So we're not relying on GPS. We're on a rooftop today, but we could easily do this in the basement.
Basically, what you're going to be able to do is go to your office, park in front of the building, or go shopping, press a button on your phone, the car goes away, parks itself, and you get back out, press the button on your phone, car comes back. Alright guys, I got my press pass. I have to admit something. Car shows, that I know. Consumer electronics shows, not so much. I'm a bit overwhelmed. Don't know exactly where to go first, what to see first. There's just so much of everything. Because when you start thinking about it, this is a show about almost everything. And there's lots of those in the world. I even wrote this down. It's a show about TVs, laptops, gaming, virtual reality, robotics, audio, drones, cars, all kinds of technology, smart home technology, everything. It's really hard to cover. I'm not used to so much information. I'm talking about all the way from nanotech to yachts. We have the Continental stand here in the North Hall. Just like previously, there's lots of things I could show you, but I'm gonna choose two. And the first is connected to dandelions. You know what those are? Dandelions. Doesn't it sound nice? That's a plant, actually. This thing over here, you know this, right? In Slovenia, we call it regrat. Regrat. So why use this plant to make tires? Very simple. First things first, it grows fast. I guess it's also cheaper. I don't know about that for sure. To make the tire, they use the milk of the roots. And one thing that's really important, the properties of this tire are identical to the properties of usual tires. And at first they're going to use this technology for bicycle tires. Alright, let's go on. Second thing I want to show you is an intelligent street lamp. Sounds funny, right? It's this thing over here, and it really is very smart. Look, it looks a little bit like this. No, it looks exactly like this, because this is it. We're basically talking about light on demand. You see in the box beneath the lamp, there's lots of sensors that try to see what's going on. These sensors do lots of different things.
For example, look at this. This is one of the many ways that the lamp will help people, drivers, even cyclists. I think it's just awesome.
Alright guys, that just about wraps it up. I've shown you just teeny tiny pieces, segments of the things that we saw and experienced. I hope you enjoyed the show, and that's it. Bye.